If you've ever gotten a promotion and immediately thought, they're going to realize I don't belong here, this isn't low confidence. It's something more specific. These are the 7 real signs of imposter syndrome, and by the end, you'll know exactly which ones apply to you and why the usual advice to just be more confident doesn't actually fix it. Sign 4 is the one almost nobody talks about, and it's usually the one doing the most damage. Let's start with 1. Sign 1, attributing success to luck, timing, or other people. The first sign is that when something goes right, your brain doesn't let you take credit for it. You got the job? They were just desperate to hire someone. You got praised on a project? My team carried it. If your default response to good news is to explain it away, that's not humility. That's imposter syndrome deciding the story for you. Sign 2, over-preparing to the point of exhaustion. The second sign is chronic over-preparation. Not just double-checking your work, rewriting the email 5 times, rehearsing the meeting in the shower, staying up late just in case someone asks a question you haven't thought of. It feels like diligence. It's actually fear wearing diligence as a disguise. Sign 3, feeling like a fraud specifically around people you respect. This one shows up strongest around people whose opinion you value most. In a room of people you don't respect, you feel fine. Put one person you admire in that room, and suddenly you're rehearsing your sentences before you say them. That's not social anxiety. That's your brain deciding their judgment is the one that counts. Sign 4, the nobody talks about, success making it worse, not better. Here's the one people don't expect. The more successful you get, the worse it feels. Most people assume confidence builds with achievement. For imposter syndrome, it's the opposite. Every new level just raises the stakes of being found out. A promotion doesn't feel like proof you're good. It feels like a bigger stage for the mistake that finally exposes you. Sign 5, discomfort accepting compliments. Compliments feel like a trap instead of a gift. Someone says, "Great job," and instead of "thank you," your instinct is to correct them. "Oh, it wasn't that hard," or "anyone could have done it." You're not being modest. You're protecting yourself from the discomfort of being seen as capable. Sign 6, comparing your behind the scenes to everyone else's highlight reel. You compare your worst moments to everyone else's best ones. You know every mistake, every doubt, every messy draft that went into your work. You only see other people's finished, polished result. So the comparison was never fair to begin with, but it still feels true. Sign 7, chronic fear of being found out. An ongoing, low-grade fear that one day, someone's going to figure out you don't actually know what you're doing. Not because of any real evidence. Just a feeling that follows you into every new room. If even 3 of these felt familiar, that's not a character flaw. It's a pattern. And patterns can be worked with once you can actually name them. If this helped you name something you've never had words for, subscribing means you won't miss next week's video on the exact tool that actually breaks this cycle, not just be confident. And drop the number below that hit hardest. I read everyone.